my first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Yo, we back at it. Miles, homie, man, how you living, bro?
I'm living great, man. How you doing, man? I'm chilling, man. I'm, just working hard and hardly working. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a lovely world, there. It's a lovely world. All is right with the world when you can do both.
Facts. What's going on with you, though?
Man, chilling, bro. One of the things that I listened to, and you said this a while back about being grateful. I literally let me just say this. Guys, as gained up as I am, I still learn shit. I just want guys to understand this. And dealing with Miles and L and Fifth and Steve, I'm still learning shit. Not necessarily about women, but just about a way to look at life where I actually get joy out of just being grateful, just waking up. Because I know somebody woke up to a spouse and their spouse didn't wake up. And now they calling family members because that person passed in their sleep.
Facts.
Hey, I live by myself. If I pass in my sleep, it's going to be a couple days. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors going to be like, that's a strange smell coming from over there. That's how they're going to find me.
Real shit.
So anyway, man, let me just do this right quick. Let me shout out some people. AJ Leno was good. Wicked Scorpion, Renee P, Uncle Guns, Jameer Miller, Boxing Plug Dave was good. Vasili's Combat Sports and World Events. I got to say the whole name because that's a dope name. I got to say the whole thing, bro. Yaset the Creator, that's a new name. The Paul 9559, Troy Scott was good. Tony Wing Chung Pressure, last name, bro. I don't want to stutter over that, so I just put it that way. BD was good with you. Sound like VD. BD was good. Corey was good with you. Dan Frank. Who else we got up in here? Soulmonger with the 199 already. He says can't experience happiness without gratitude, bro. That's very true. Rob Marine, Mr. Gold Blue. Who else we got up in here? J Bone 93 Technique. Appreciate you, fam, for coming through. Hey, so let me plug the joint. Stop expecting people to secure your insecurities. Now, what made me think about this was probably about a week and a half ago or so. I was on Facebook, and I can't find a fucking video, so I'm a little pissed about that. But there was a young lady who she was doing a car video, and one of the first things she said was exactly that. Stop expecting people to secure your insecurities. And I've seen her before. She's a black woman. I've seen her before on these little fucking panels and shit. So some of you may have been familiar with her if I could have found the video, but that's all right. I got some other videos that I pieced together that we're going to showcase in a little while. And what I want, both men and women, because this is not just about men, this is not just about women. Again, stop expecting people to secure your insecurities. the truth that hurts. Let me just say this real quick, and I want both men and women to really understand this. You're not owed anything.
Right.
Okay. And people, they get upset when I say this, but I include myself in this. You're not entitled. You're not entitled to sexual exclusivity. Okay, you can want it, you can desire it, you can even require it, but you're not entitled to that. You're not owed that. I did a short talking about loyalty, how nobody's really loyal to a person. They're loyal to themselves and to their beliefs.
Right.
Right. That's typically how loyalty, in my estimation anyway. Right. I'm not saying that other people's views are wrong and mine is right. I just really believe that people are loyal to themselves first and their beliefs second, or you can switch it around before anything else. That's just my personal belief. Now, when you get into a relationship, it is a calculated risk. You must understand the pros and cons associated with dealing with other people.
Right.
At any given moment, somebody can betray you. They can let you down. They can be unreliable when you need them to be. They can be not dependable when you need them to be. That is the chance and risk we all take when we deal with other people. Right. Whether it's a same-sex relationship, I'm talking about like, homeboy, homegirl type shit, business partner relationship, or a romantic / sexual relationship. When you invite other people into your circumference, you run the risk of somebody letting you down. And you need to be emotionally and mentally prepared for that letdown. And I think a lot of people, they place too much faith and too much trust in somebody else. And it's almost like you expect an imperfect human being to be perfect with you. It doesn't work that way. So before we get into this, Mal, you got something you want to add to that or add to the title in particular, fam?
Well, we have to be in tune with reality, and we have to realize that we're all vulnerable, man. We're vulnerable to the elements. We're vulnerable to the weather. We're vulnerable to just different shit happening. Accidents happen all the time. Your body can turn on you. You can catch some type of disease, whether genetically or through the environment, and different things happen. And so the thing is that there's really, when it really comes down to it, there's no such thing as security. There are measures that we can take to maintain a certain level of consistency, but there are still always things outside of our control. And especially as men, right? Because, we got people dependent on us in our lives to maintain some type of security, some type of consistency. But at the end, that's all we can do. We can work hard. We can live a certain lifestyle. We can have a certain mindset and we can execute. But at the end of the day, there's really no such thing as security. And I think that understanding that is where you start, is like, it's exactly where you begin to understand the idea of your own confidence, your own value, right? Because it's like when you realize, oh shit, there's a lot of things I don't have control over. Let me focus on the things that I do have control over, right? Which is yourself. And so that's when you start to realize that it's just you. It's really just you. Like a lot of things we look for in other people, and we try to depend on others. And if the person doesn't do what we want them to do, we try to play victim and blame them for this and blame them for that. Bro, that's such it's such an inaccurate and inefficient way to live, especially as a man. Because nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming to hold our hand. Nobody's coming to help us create anything. We got to build it ourselves. We got to put it together. We got to stay steady and stay I keep saying it, consistent. We got to stay consistent and move towards whatever it is we're trying to accomplish. And nobody's going to do it for us. Yo, I talk about gratitude and consistency on a daily basis. And dudes still come through my lives asking me, some days I wake up and I don't feel grateful, and some days I wake up and I do. How do I work on that, Miles? And I'm like, listen, bro, you still think that gratitude is a fucking feeling. You still think that it's an emotion that accidentally happens to you on a given day. So on the days when it's sunny, you feel appreciative and grateful, right? But on the rainy days, somehow you don't really feel that. You don't feel gratitude. You don't feel gratitude and gratefulness. No, you have to pick up and choose it. You have to. I got to tell cats. We were talking about this on the live last night. You got to monitor your thoughts. You got to monitor your thoughts and then monitor your words. We had a guy last night. He was talking about some shit about how dealing with women and this, that, and the thirds. And every next sentence he had to stop and recorrect because we don't even realize how much of a victim we play in this life. We don't realize it. And once you realize that you can't play victim, once you realize that you're responsible for everything that you can control, right? And then even the things that you can't control, guess what? You still have to control how you respond to them.
Bro.
Go ahead.
And let me just say this, and I want people to understand, you do have control how you respond to shit.
Exactly.
You know, one of the things that 50 said a while back, we were talking about being in monogamy-oriented relationships. Now, I don't believe in monogamy. It has its place. Some people need it.
Right.
I get it. But for me, I don't believe in monogamy. The truth is all around you. That is really a failed concept, in my opinion. I think it's a failed concept, and the reason this is the reason why I say that. I saw a post recently that said that adultery is a felony in Michigan. So I looked it up, and it is. It's a felony in Michigan.
Wow.
To cheat while you're married. And I thought about it, and I said, this is not really a victory for anybody. And I say that, and I want people to understand where I'm going. So you mean you need the threat of jail so someone won't fuck over you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They cannot just fuck over you because they give a fuck about you. The threat of jail has to keep them from fucking over you. And I'm going to tell you this. Just because it's a felony in Michigan to cheat as a husband or a wife, don't mean it don't happen.
Don't mean it don't happen, nigga.
And all it does is make them even sneakier.
Oh
about
shit!
It. Not sneakier because they're afraid of losing you,
right?
But sneakier because they don't want to go to jail. So, just imagine you in a relationship, and the only reason why a person is even pretending to be faithful is because they don't want to do jail time.
They go to jail. That's crazy. Hey. No, hold that thought real quick. Let's shout out Soul Margaret for the $1.99 super chat. He says, can't experience happiness without gratitude. Then we got Rob Marine for the $50 super chat. Shout out to him for that extra value. He says, salutations, Zag and Miles. Keep spitting true game, Miles. Looking forward to a future conference. I did buy a ticket for in-person NYC event and a virtual Vegas event. Zag booking a new consultation this upcoming week. Blessings upon blessings. Yo, Rob Marine, hey, thanks for the support, brother. It's people like you that keep the game going, that keep us in the position to do what we do and spit this game and help people on a daily basis. So appreciate Rob Marine, man. Appreciate that, man. Value on value.
So, and I just want to point out again, I'm not shitting on monogamy. It has its place. But if people actually did their research as to how monogamy came to be and why it was instituted, you would see that it's basically so that society runs smoothly.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's really, I mean, there's other reasons, but that's one of the reasons to kind of keep people in place so everyone can feel like they're getting something out of their lives. Oh, I got somebody for me that's going to love me and only be there for me. But the reality of it is most people, in my opinion, that are in monogamous relationships are some cheating motherfuckers. I really believe that. I think when I say most people, Miles, I don't know if it's 51% or 91%. Right. I don't know the numbers. I just think that most people who claim to be faithful aren't. Okay, and I say that because I've been a side dude too many times. And damn near every woman that I know intimately. Right. I'm not just talking about sexually. I'm talking about women that I know very well. Damn near all of them been cheated on by damn near every boyfriend they've ever had. So what does that tell you? So 50 said one time, he said, yo, if I'm in a monogamous relationship and a woman cheat, I'm leaving. Right. Not because I'm heartbroken, but because she broke the contract. Right. And that's one of those things. If cheating is a deal breaker for you, cool. I have no problem with that. But if someone cheat on you, you shouldn't be all distraught, like you about to delete yourself. You should be like, oh, okay. Oh, so you said you wouldn't do this. You did it anyway. You broke the contract. I'm out.
Exactly.
So when I talk about getting into a relationship as a calculated risk, that's one of them.
Right.
Somebody lying to you. Someone saying, you know, Miles, let me say this, then we're going to get on with the show.
Yeah.
Now, again, I don't believe in monogamy anymore. If a chick fucking with me, she's sharing me, period. Right? Whether we dating or in a relationship.
Period. Shit.
There is no fucking discussion.
And shout out to Either Realist for the $9.99 super chat real quick. Yep.
So when I was in monogamous relationships, I never asked a woman to be faithful to me.
Right.
Because I didn't want her to lie.
Exactly.
If I would have said, hey, I'm gonna need you not to fuck nobody else.
Right.
Because me, how I look at it is, if I say I require, this is just me, guys. Okay, I don't want people thinking that they gotta have the same thought process.
Right.
For me to ask or require that, because the woman wants the relationship so bad, she's gonna tell me what I want to hear to get the relationship.
Exactly.
So now it's obligated monogamy. I don't want a person who's obligated. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel a sense of obligation. Because the moment they feel any sense of dissatisfaction with the relationship, they're going to want to go do something else anyway. Because the reason why they're, quote unquote, being faithful or loyal to me is not because that's who they are and that's what they really want. They're doing it because they think they got to do it to get this thing that they want, which is the title of girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So I never asked that. So any woman that ever said she was faithful to me, that's something that she told me that she wanted to be. She just came to me and said, you know, I don't want nobody else but you. That's what I want to do. And now I still didn't believe her ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe nothing women say. And it doesn't mean that I think that they're lying. It's just you can't prove sexual exclusivity. You can't prove that somebody is faithful.
Right. So it don't matter.
It don't matter. So why would I give a fuck? My thing is, so when a chick would say, I don't want nobody else but you. Right. All right, just know, if you hop on another dick, it's over, bitch. If you suck another dick and I find out about it, it's over. Just understand that. Right. So go ahead.
Real quick, shout out to Unique79. You've been a member for 4 months. He says salute to the fire chat room and salute to the fire panel. The sun is shining today in London, and I am soaking up another day where I'm breathing. As you both said, be grateful, get the likes up. Facts. There you go. All right. Shout out to
you. So let's go ahead and do this video.
Yeah, let's check out the video.
It's 2 videos back to back. So Miles, if you need me to stop at any given moment, let me know.
Right. Well, definitely let's at least play it through one time, and then we could go back.
And seen a car pull up in front of my house. It was for my neighbor, and he thought it was for me and thought it was a dude, and convinced himself that he's seen a guy come out of my house. Which, if you look on the porch, there's only his footsteps. And the lady that actually came from my neighbors was a white female. And if he would have looked, he would have seen that and this wouldn't have happened. But he is delusional and broke my windows because he was convinced that there was a guy here. And yeah. So that's what happened. And I did contact the police and I did make a report. And he will be going to jail for this, for anybody that's confused. That's pretty much the story.
Every guy I've dated has been shady with their phone. My question is, what's the point? Why are guys so protective over the phone?
All right.
Apparently, you think we're all crazy.
I don't think that you guys are all crazy. I just think you guys take the smallest things and just turn it into nothing.
All right, give me an example of what you...
No, I had an ex-girlfriend. One day, I get a text from an unknown number. It said, hey, this is Danica. I miss you. We need to hang out. She doesn't know Danica is my cousin. All she knows is some girl texts my phone. She goes ballistic. She's like, you crazy. I should have known better. I should listen to my friends. You just like all these other dirty dogs. I had to call my cousin on speakerphone so she could explain who she was. Ladies, you guys are nuts.
Okay. Hey, look, let me say this real quick. Shout out to my moms. May God bless the dead. Prior to my mom passing, I had a conversation with her, Miles. Now, I was married at the time. So I was sitting on I was sitting on her couch, and I was like, Mom, something wrong with all y'all women. Something wrong with y'all. Right? I'm telling my mama this. And I said, all y'all are crazy. Right? And she was just looking at me. And she was like, she was shaking her head. She was like, because I got daughters, right? She was like, even your daughters? I'm like, yeah, them little motherfuckers too. Yeah, they female. They female. It don't matter what age y'all are. You know what I'm saying?
Them too.
And then she said, even your wife?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, especially her. I'm like, yeah, all y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
Nigga, I'm starting with her.
I didn't say motherfuckers, but I said all y'all are crazy.
Right.
Yeah, all y'all are crazy. So when I said that, she didn't give me no rebuttal. She just shook her head yes, because I guess she wanted to know, are you just singling out women? That's why she said your daughters, yeah, them too.
Them too.
Your wife, her too. And mother, you too. So when I included all women, she was cool with that. So I just want to point that shit out, man. So,
right.
So look, women, I love y'all, but and we know what it is because y'all are governed by y'all emotions more so than men.
Right.
So because y'all are governed by your emotions, like she said, like the guy said with the phone thing, you know, y'all women just have this incessant need to make something small bigger. Let me just say this about that. If you go through my phone, that's a fireable offense. You're done. Okay, you're done. I'm seeing a lot of Facebook posts where the majority of people in these Facebook groups, both men and women, actually agree with going through people's phones. They agree with this shit.
Yo, that's me.
But it's crazy. So when I say stop expecting people to secure your insecurities, see, this is how they like to shame you. Well, if you ain't got nothing to hide, what you worried about? All right, cool. If you was a secure motherfucker, you wouldn't care what's in my phone. I mean, you wouldn't care. Because to me, and this is why I say monogamy has failed, because you get into a monogamous-oriented relationship where both you and a woman, the man and a woman, agree to be sexually exclusive, but then you spend a whole time going through their phone to see if they're lying to you.
Right.
What's the point in being in a monogamous relationship if you're going to spend that time checking behind your partner, doing partner surveillance the whole fucking time?
Right.
That's what I'm going to that before we get into this.
Hold on.
Now, if you need me to go back and replay any of the videos or anything like that, let me know.
No. So here's the thing. Like, insecurity can be very deep. You understand? Because judging on the first video, the first half of the video, the first clip, where the guy, he didn't even look to see that it was a white woman sitting in the car. He going over here breaking windows and doing all this crazy shit just because he's straight assuming that she's cheating. And then in the second clip, when the dude is like, yo, my cousin texted me, was like, yo, I miss you. We need to hang out. And my girl is losing her mind. Now, let me tell you something about insecurity, bro. Insecurity takes anything and turns it into your biggest and worst fear. And when I say anything, I mean anything, because it's not about it's not about what something actually is, right? When you're insecure, it's about what you think it is, like what you perceive it to be, because perception and reality can be two very different things, especially when you are afraid. What do they say? They say fear is false evidence appearing real.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So when you are afraid of something, everything is exaggerated and amplified, and it goes against your being. It goes against your heart. It goes against everything that you are concerned and worried about, and it just gets crazy. So you got this guy, he's going to jail over nothing. The girl never had nobody else in her crib, and with this situation, it's the nigga's cousin for real. For real, that's his cousin. You understand what I'm saying? And I got cousins like that. I got people that are close to me that I'm not smashing, that I could probably get a text like that every once in a while. I think anybody does, especially if you're a nice person, you're a lovable person. You got people in your life who's like, yo, I miss you. It's been so long. How you been?
Yeah.
An insecure bitch see a text like that in your phone and it's a wrap. And you ain't even do nothing, bro. So it's like we gotta be. Look, my thing is this: when it comes to all that shit, because here's the thing. Here's the reason why I don't believe in monogamy, and I'm bringing it back to the whole insecurity thing. Is because I want the both of us to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck we want to do. Do you understand? And I don't want anybody to be afraid, and I want to leave insecurity outside the relationship. You get what I'm saying? So that means I don't need to look in your phone. You don't need to look in mine. Whatever you see me choosing on a daily basis, that's what I'm choosing. Whatever consistencies that I put into place, that's what you need to pay attention to. Anything else outside of that is just insecurities bringing up fear, false evidence appearing real. You see what I'm saying? So when I say I'm not monogamous, bro, it's not even that I'm like actively running around fucking the whole town. It's not even like that. It's really just so I can maintain my freedom. Do you understand? Because I don't want to hide nothing from you. I don't want to lie to you. If you happen to see me out with a chick, some on it, you know, you in passing or whatever the fuck it is, okay, that's what it is. Because you already know that that's a possibility. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, are we done with the videos? I'm gonna keep them up for a little while.
I guess we're done with the video. But again, the whole thing with the videos, bro, is that when you're insecure about something, any little thing, you're gonna amplify it, and it's gonna bring fear to you. It's gonna make you think the worst, and then you're gonna respond like what I said. It's not just about what happens. It's also about how you respond. So that's why I believe in non-monogamy, because I don't want to give you a false sense of security, because believe it or not, insecurity comes from a sense of security. I want you to be secure about my actions, what you actually see me do. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie to you and be like, you're the only one and I could never like another woman and that's a fucking lie. You hear me? That's a lie. Because as much as I love you and so on and so forth, trust me, that chick over there, she kind of bad, and I'm interested, and I might go talk to her. Yep. And I want to have the freedom to do that. And I'm not going to fucking lie to you. I can't stand these niggas out here, bro. Yo, women are so fucked because dudes are so afraid to lose.
Yeah.
Women are so fucked because dudes are afraid to lose chicks. And you know what the crazy part is, bro? They would actually get more bitches if they was honest from the fucking beginning.
That's the fact, actually. That's true.
Believe it or not, you would get more bitches if you was actually honest from the beginning. And even if the bitch was like, you know what, I'm cool, she would at least respect you because you were honest. So you wouldn't be getting your fucking car doors keyed up and your windows smashed and dragging your name through the internet and all of this other dumb shit, getting niggas to come fuck you up and all of this stupid shit. Because I told you from the beginning, I'm not a one woman type of nigga. I'm not. Joe Blast says, shout out Joe Blast with the $5 super chat, man. He says, the truth can hurt and y'all hurting them right now. Respect.
Hey,
yeah.
My bad. Real quick, if y'all got a question, please put a Q in the chat followed by your question. Also, the call-in line is open. Is it open? I mean, is the phone up? I'm saying it's open. I don't even know if the phone is
open. You know what? Let me actually open them up because I wanted you to do the video first. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, cool. So, guys, it'll be open in just a moment. 919-647-9392. Miles, you said something, bro. You was talking about being non-monogamous. It's not simply about fucking.
Right.
And I actually had a young lady that I know, and she might be watching right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and say something that she said. Because I never really addressed it with her, because I really don't like explaining myself.
Right.
But I'll go ahead and I'll say it now, and I will address it now. But she had said something to the effect of, when I was talking about, poly type of situations or open relationships, she was like, go ahead and fly that freak flag, right? This is what she said. Fly that freak flag. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me explain something. See, to me, I think in some regards that speaks to people's insecurities, because they think people who are non-monogamous, it's all about sex. It's all about let me fuck a bunch of chicks, or let me fuck a bunch of dudes if it's a woman. Let me share this real quick story. About this time last year, right? I was catching a bunch of Ubers and shit. I was having work done on my whip and shit. And I was running into female Uber drivers, and we would, damn near every female Uber driver I had, we was talking about sex. Not necessarily me fucking them, but just sex. Like, it just, for whatever reason, when I'm around women, it's just me and them, shit comes up, right?
Right.
So we talking about fucking, we talking about dating dynamics. And one young lady in particular, she was telling me that she was part of a social circle where everybody was poly.
Mm.
And she was telling me how one of the guys from her past called her up one day.
Right.
This is a guy that she had a monogamous relationship with.
Right.
I guess he wanted to rekindle the flame, and she said, "Sure, but understand my lifestyle is different now."
Mm-hmm.
And she explained to him, "I'm in open relationships. I'm poly. So if you fucking with me, understand you won't be the only guy."
Right.
So we were talking, and she was telling me that this particular night that she was driving me to my destination, that she was getting together with one of the guys that was part of the social circle. And he was also in a poly relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me how initially she was sexually attracted to him and she considered, having sex with him. But then after they talked, she thought better of it. And she says, I think us having sex would have, not been such a great idea. But as a person, I like him. And she was telling me that her and him, they had this one thing in common. They like horror movies. They like classic horror movies. And she was telling me that she's the only one that she knows that likes that shit. And that he is the only one that he knows that like that shit. So they agreed to basically do date night, like once a week, just to watch horror movies.
Right.
No fucking, no nothing else. Right. So and here's the broader point I want to make with that. The problem with monogamy-oriented relationships is when someone's spouse even gets close to someone of the opposite sex, bells start going off. And it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'll put it like this. Let's say I'm single for the sake of argument. And, I got homegirls that I'm cool with, right? Why would I want to be in a relationship with a chick who got a problem with me talking to my homegirls? You know what I'm saying? Why? If I want to go to a place and I'm on the phone and a woman hears a bunch of females in the background, who the fuck is there? Who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? All that goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go through that. But also, if you think about it, a lot of monogamy-oriented relationships, you got to sacrifice shit. You got to sacrifice the things you want to do. You got guys, for instance, that complain about women having girls' night out. So now a woman can't enjoy a night out with her homegirls because you're jealous ass?
Please take your ass on. Go chill with them. Please.
That goofy shit.
Nigga, bro, and that's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Like, let me tell you something. Like, as far as going through a chick's phone,
quick, Miles, let me do this real quick. Tony Wing Chong with the $5. But fam, approaching women on my motorcycle today in Manhattan. Go ahead and get it, fam.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, bro. I remember the last time I went through a chick's phone, bro. Like, it was
shame on you, nigga. But go ahead.
No, but exactly. No, exactly. Bro, it was like, it's kind of like one of those things that I kind of had to do it to really see what I needed to see. Do you understand what I'm saying? But bro, the way I felt when I did that shit, and I realized to myself I realized exactly why I would never do it again. It is such a fucking it's a low existence, bro. It's a low feeling, bro. It's like I literally saw the insecurity turn me into a small, minuscule piece of shit type nigga. And it made me feel so low. And I was like, you know what? I would never do this fucking shit again. Ever. Ever. Because if I'm not focused on me, there's no point. The fuck am I doing going through a woman's phone? You understand? And me, I don't hide my phone. Bro, I have my shit on the fucking shit running the GPS and messages be coming in on Tinder, me and my lady in the car. I don't hide shit because I need you to know that this is real. And here's the beautiful part too. I also need you to know that this is what's happening. So if you actually choose to fuck with me, it's because you really choosing to fuck with me like the real me. That's the other thing that's so important about being honest about your situation is that if you choose to fuck with me, guess who you fucking with? You fucking with the 100% authentic Miles motherfucking Cunningham. You not fucking with some nigga that's gonna lie to you. You're not fucking with the liar, Miles Cunningham. You're fucking with me, the real motherfucker, the one that's still getting messages on Tinder while I'm with you. You see what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that you're sitting here because you want to be, not because of, like you said, some type of binding contract, or just because you seeking, and 50 fits well, I got you in a second, or just because you're seeking some type of title, or you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Nes Mustafa with the £5 super chat. He says good stuff from both as always. And a lot of guys don't have enough faith to believe that a woman would actually choose to be with them in spite of knowing the reality of the situation. But guys, I'm here to tell you,
there are women, bro. There is no shortage of women. You just gotta find them. Exactly. But here's the thing. We got a phone call, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
All right, 50 Fitzwell 240. You're online. What's going on with you, man?
What up, nephews? What up, K-Zaggin and Mr. Miles?
Yes, sir. What's going on with you? Good to hear from you.
In this graduation traffic, I tell you, niggas in suits and ties and towels and all this shit out here.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, that insecurity shit is real. Look, I go to the trap, get my thing, right? And I don't, like I said, I don't care how hard these niggas look. It's the same insecure street conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my girl to do this. It's about respect. No, it's about insecurity. My cousin, I live with an ex-wife. My cousin talked about, I said, shit, now I can bring my women through it. I got a bigger place. She goes, you gonna take another woman in that woman's house? I said, why not? She said, well, it's respect. I said, you know how much dick my ex-wife get on the outside? Do you know how many Africans come through there and sling her ass up against the wall? I'm jealous as shit. The fuck you talking about, cuz? She in Africa now. Look, my ex-wife are like that. We are like that, okay? Mm-hmm. That's game chat. They are like that, all right? I moved in there. I needed a place to live. Fine. I moved in with an apartment. Everything's good. She do her thing. I do my thing. That bitch be on the phone coming in and talking to a nigga in Gambia. He probably calling it a Real Game No Theory show. But that nigga, she got niggas. So what the fuck am I going to reduce my happiness because of some shit that y'all made up and want to make it some type of rule?
Right.
Y'all can kiss my, every time some motherfucker talk about insecurity, respect, I mean, talk about respect, I say, no, that's insecurity. No, it's respect. I said, it's insecurity.
No, it's insecurity.
I said, I can show you how it's insecurity. And I tell him, I said, do you want, if another nigga talk to her, what you going to do? Well, I'm going to check him. I said, why? Why? If that's the case, you need a list of all the niggas that hollered at her that day and go around and check each one of them.
Facts. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when niggas be talking that respect shit, so you don't know what respect is, nigga. You don't know what respect is. All right? Y'all niggas be talking about respect. Y'all don't. That's the only excuse y'all have to butter down insecurity. And that's all it is. Insecure. I mean, I see it every day. My nephew, anytime a young boy said, man, she fucked up my car, I said, you deserve it, you lying ass motherfucker.
you was lying. That's what happens when you lie to women, bro. They'll get you back, dog, in many cases.
Yo.
Say what?
I said that's what happens when you lie to women and you play with their emotions. They'll get your ass back in many cases.
And I be telling them not to say you a liar. Anytime I see something going wrong with my family members, with their women, I say, you a liar, man. Why you lie to the girl? Yeah, you did, motherfucker. Because you can't speak straight English to me, so I know you didn't speak straight English to her.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix and chilling, all that bullshit. Nigga, what? Man, I'm tired of these youngins, man. I swear, every time I hear that shit, I want to smack one of them, man. I just want to smack the shit out of them. And say, tell the bitch what you want to do. This ain't no fucking other language. This ain't Chinese. Netflix and chill. That means you're going there, you're watching a movie, you're chilling.
Well, even with that, even with that, guys can't even be honest about the desire to want to fuck a chick. Like, they can't even be honest with something as simple as just letting a woman know the truth about that. You know, it's a shame. Bro.
My clients tell me, my female clients, every day, they kind of get into that conversation with me. And I said, well, just find a nigga that's honest. And she says, you know, that's hard to do. I said, no, it's not. You just got to recognize it when you see it. Because I said, in the first 2 minutes, you'll know because he'll let you know.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Anything other than, I told most of my female clients and most of the young women I know, if a brother can't tell you what he wants in 5 minutes, walk away. If he can't tell you what he wants in 5 minutes, walk away, because he is bullshitting you. He's going to take you down a rabbit hole, and then you're going to be plucking hairs out your ass coming up.
But yeah, man, we appreciate you, Unc. And anything else for the people?
For the people, yeah, man, stop lying to these niggas. Stop. If you in DC, I know that I can name some names, Johnny, and them other niggas from DC. If y'all in DC, you see me out there, yeah, I'll be wearing my shirt that says "Women love sex, a sour bitch free." That's me.
Yes, Dave.
All right, I'm on. If you see me out there in the street, holler at me, because I will subcoach your ass. All right, I'll subcoach you through the whole situation.
That's
in fact, you're gonna come. You and her coming back with me because I want to watch. All right, I will holler at y'all.
All right, peace, Unc.
This nigga here.
Yo, my wild boy.
We good on calls?
Yeah, we good on calls.
Okay, so I want to read all of y'all something right quick. These are 6 things that insecure people do. And I really want y'all to think about it. Because when you guys get into these relationships, I want y'all to have healthy relationships. But make sure it's coming from a place of being genuine and being authentic, right? And being sincere about what it is you're trying to do. Right. So if you're insecure if you do any one of these 6 things. Incessantly checking up on your partner if you're not with them to determine their whereabouts. So for all you niggas that like women to share their location, this is you. All right. Number 2, not trusting your partner to stay faithful to you and constantly worrying that they're cheating on you. Number 3, feeling jealous of all the other people in their life and resenting the other people they are close to, right? This is why guys will say, man, I don't want my girl having girlfriends that are single. That type of shit. You motherfuckers too, right? Number 4, not taking your partner at their word and wanting to verify everything they tell you. Bro, let me just stop right there. Why would you want to be in a relationship where if your significant other tells you something, you gotta get proof every single time?
Bro. Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what I noticed about me? So when you see your girl or whatever, and you say, so how was your day? She be like, oh yeah, it was good. I don't ask any follow-up questions. I don't ask no follow-up questions, bro. I know guys out there that they literally believe that if they're not with a chick, she has someone else dick in her mouth.
What's the point of being in a relationship then?
As if bitches don't gotta go to work, as if bitches don't gotta wash their ass and do regular people shit. No. As soon as I leave here, my nigga, some nigga gonna just appear out of nowhere and stick his dick in her mouth. Because as long as I'm not here, she's cheating. Nigga, if you're that insecure when it comes to a female, bro, you really shouldn't fuck with females, my nigga. I swear to God.
Yeah, yes. Well, I would add to this. There are people, both men and women, who do not belong in relationships.
I'm telling you.
You're too mentally fragile and emotionally immature to be. A relationship is grown folk business. It's kind of like they say having sex is for grown folks, not for children. Being in a relationship, same thing. It's for grown folks. It's for people who aren't mentally fragile and for people who are not emotionally immature or emotionally insecure. Now, let me finish this list real quick. Number 5, feeling like your partner may break up with you at any time.
Right.
Bro, I wish a chick would leave me alone, dog. I wish a chick would. Like, that's one phone call I got to make. That's one less phone call I got to make a week. You know what I mean? Number 6, fishing for compliments and validation to try and feel more secure. I saw a Facebook post where there was like, every woman deserves to be loved and told she's beautiful every day. And I'm like, if this isn't the epitome of insecure, I don't know what the fuck is. Why would you need someone to tell you you're beautiful every day?
Right.
Look. I don't need a woman to tell me I'm handsome, dog. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need a woman to stroke my ego to make me feel good about myself. I already feel good about myself. In fact, it's really damn near bordering arrogance and cockiness and shit. So I don't need a woman to tell me, oh, you're this and you're that. I don't give a fuck. I already know I'm that nigga, bro. Like, I really do. Like T.I. said one time when he gets compliments on certain things, he was like, I really don't need your opinion, but thank you for the confirmation. I already know. Yeah. It's kind of like you get dressed and you fresh to death. You already know before you hit that door, you a fly motherfucker.
Yes,
so
sir.
Even that gives you a compliment, you're like, thank you for the confirmation.
Exactly. I tell niggas all the time, I'm like, bro, there's a difference between validation and confirmation. Validation is you telling me something that I didn't know. Confirmation is you telling me something I already know.
Thank you.
You understand? Y'all motherfuckers is waiting. You imagine you get dressed as fly as fuck, and you still need niggas to tell you, yo, that shit you rocking is fly, my nigga. Or you need for a bitch to be like, hey, handsome. You need that? Like, there's niggas out there that, bro, if they get dressed and they don't hear a person say, hey, man, you looking sharp. If they don't hear that shit, their whole day is ruined. I feel sorry for niggas like that, bro. Because when I say I love me enough for everybody, I mean everybody. I'm talking about all 8 billion of you motherfuckers. Huh? When I say I love me for everybody, trust me, when I get dressed and I look in the mirror, that's all the fucking motive, all the validation I need. All of it.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Any compliment I get from anybody, including my lady or my mother or anybody that knows me, including those things, any compliment I get is only confirmation. You don't think I know I'm a fly motherfucker? Huh? The fuck you think I got dressed for? Why do you think I chose this outfit, this suit, these sneakers, these shoes, my fucking baldy and my shape up and my sunglasses and why the fuck you think I got my teeth done? The fuck you think? You don't think I know I'm a fly motherfucker? You better stop playing with me. You better stop playing.
There we go. And let's go a little deeper with it, no daddy. Let's go a little deeper with it. if somebody telling you you're handsome, you're pretty, you're beautiful, if you need that to make you feel good about yourself, that also means that someone telling you that you're ugly can crush you.
Exactly.
And that's bro. I can walk outside and walk past 10 women and they can all be like, you an ugly ass nigga. And I'm going to smile and be like, I know you lying.
I know you lying, bitch.
You got to be lying. I know you lying.
I know
you telling me I'm ugly. So to me, women telling me, oh, he's average looking, he's below, or whatever the fuck a woman might say, that has no bearing on how I feel about myself. Because why would I look to you to extract value from? Right? Because if you telling me I'm handsome or I'm cute or whatever, if that makes me feel good about myself, I got value from you telling me that.
Right.
So why would I look to you to extract value from when I got self-value? I got self-worth. I already got it. I don't need yours. Now, don't get me wrong. A woman giving me a compliment, I mean, I can show a debt of gratitude. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But you not telling me that doesn't make me feel like I ain't that motherfucker, though. I don't need to hear it. Shout out to Joe Blast. He says, I've been in the battle with number 6. He's talking about fishing for compliments and validation to try and feel more secure. Let me, and I talked to Joe Blast in the past. So I know his situation with that runs a little deep. Let me just say this. A lot of people, both men and women, a lot of your insecurities stem from your childhood.
Right.
It feels from feeling a sense of inadequacy. Maybe, your father or your mother or both didn't show you that they gave a fuck about you. They didn't take an interest in your extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the fucking key club, the fucking chess club, track, soccer, football, pep squad, or whatever the fuck you guys were doing. Maybe they didn't take an interest in it. Let me share this with you guys. I remember when I was in elementary school, a little youngin', I was in sports. There were a lot of times, I would say 99% of the time, neither one of my parents were ever in the stands for any of my shit. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. I would never, no, and I'm not saying, I'm saying it because to me, I'm not doing this for them.
Right.
Okay, I enjoy this sport, right? So the point I'm trying to make is, if you one of those people where your family not being in the stands cheering you on impacts you, that means you're not really doing that thing for you. You're doing that thing for validation. You're doing that thing to get the pat on the back or that you're good, right? So I want people to understand that do everything for you because that's what you want to do. Do everything for you because that's what you find joy, peace, and tranquility and happiness in, right? Don't look to people to always pat you on the back, tell you that you're good enough, to try and make you feel like you mean something. You should mean something to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I got into a spirited back and forth with a young lady this morning, and she was talking about how it's a man's job to make a woman happy. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not a man's job to make a woman happy. And it's not a woman's job to make a man happy. And it goes back to the title. Stop expecting people to secure your insecurities. The problem is, in my estimation, I think a lot of people get into relationships searching for something.
Mm-hmm.
They're searching for something.
And that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake.
It's a huge mistake. They're searching for someone. They're searching for a sense of acceptance, a sense of belonging, a sense that oh, someone cares about me. So they're searching for this feeling. And to me, I think when you get into a relationship with that mindset, the moment that person doesn't validate that thing you're searching for, you got problems in your fucking relationship.
Right.
I'll give you, look, real quick. There's a YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly. Go YouTube channel, right? There was and I think we did we played a clip from this, but there's a lawyer. There was a divorce attorney. He was talking about one of his clients when she got divorced. And some of y'all might remember this part of the story, where her husband, he would always, because she always bought big bags of granola, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would always replace it.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so for some of y'all who don't recall the story, so he would always replace his wife's granola. So before the bag was empty, he would see that it was running low and replace it with a fresh bag. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And then one day, he didn't replace the bag of granola, and it bothered her. It really upset her. And then she went on to say that their marriage started to falter after that. Now, that wasn't why they got divorced, but that was, you could say, the straw that broke the camel's back in her mind.
Right.
And she went on to say, I don't know what happened first. Him stopping to buy me granola or me not sucking his dick. Okay, and this is the point I want to make with what I'm trying to say. So what she was trying to say was, I don't know if he was buying me the granola because I was sucking his dick, and that because I stopped, he didn't buy me no granola. But that's that tit for tat shit where there's an expectation. Well, if you do this for me, then I got to do this for you.
Right.
And to me, I think when you burden people with that, you know what I'm saying? I think it interferes with the relationship because you're not giving people free will to just be whoever they're going to be within a relationship.
Right.
So an example is this. Because I hear women all the time, I want a guy to buy me flowers. And my thing is, do you want a guy to buy you flowers because you like flowers? Or do you want a guy to buy you flowers because all the ladies at your job get flowers? Why do you really want it, right? So my thing to women, and I'm going somewhere with this, there's a deeper aspect. I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to say. So if you're asking your man to buy you flowers and he don't, is it a problem because he won't? If that's not his thing, maybe he feel like flowers are a waste of money because they fucking die after a couple of days, right?
Right.
Because I know women who don't like flowers for that very reason. They're like, hey, just get my nails done for me. If you're going to spend all that money on some flowers, I'll get my nails done because that shit going to die. My nails going to be here longer than them flowers, right? So my thing is, and for guys, when you acquiesce to that and you do things to validate a woman's feelings, the problem with that is it's not in your nature to do that. You're not really that considerate of, it doesn't mean that you lack consideration. You're just not that detail-oriented to be that considerate to always remember to do that because it's not something you normally do. So if you start buying flowers for a woman because she told you to or asked you to, what happens when you forget?
Right.
Like the woman's granola. Now it's a problem because it's an expectation. So when I talk about people getting into relationships because they're searching for something, it's like you're looking for someone to always have you, and I want someone who's always going to think about me. And my thing is, do you know how selfish you are to say that dumbass shit? I think it's some selfish shit, dog. I really do. Like, bitch, I got other things to do than think about you all goddamn day.
Right.
Like I had a life before you.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I all of a sudden make you my life? It doesn't mean you can't be an integral part of my life or be a priority to one degree. Number one, I'm always a priority. I can never place a woman above me, right? So I would never prioritize you above myself. But my point is, it doesn't mean you can't mean something to me. But do I want to be thinking about you all day? No, I got shit to do. Anyway, man, I talked long enough, bro. We good on calls?
Yeah, we good on calls. Guys, call in, 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392, call in. Please don't call in at the end of the show. Please call in now while we actually have time. We're in the middle of the show. So call in so we could chop up some game, answer some questions, whatever y'all want to talk about.
Okay, so Nez asked this, but hey guys, put a Q in the chat followed by your question. So he says, what if you have a strong suspicion that they're lying? I got a great answer for you. Now, I'm not in a monogamous relationship right now, but when I was, if I ever, hypothetically speaking, because this never happened, but let's go back. Let's say I got into a monogamous relationship, which is really something that would never happen. But if I did, the moment a woman started not being where she was supposed to be, and she started acting funny because she's being inconsistent and she's not being as reliable as she once was, and I start to get that funny feeling, I'll just end the relationship. I'll just end it. And then I had one guy say, well, what if she ain't doing nothing? Well, then I'll be like, well, did she fucked up to give me reason to believe she's doing something? she fucked up. My thing is, it's kind of like if you have a relationship with a woman and she had a job for 5 years and she never took a business trip ever, not one time, but all of a sudden she got a business trip once a month, every month. Something's up. Something's probably amiss. So my thing is, I'm not going to question. I think you're lying to me. I need proof that you're really going. You know what? If I start to feel a certain way where I'm losing sleep over this shit, where I'm losing my appetite over that shit, where I'm constantly worried about what she may or may not be doing, I need to get away from that situation. I'll just leave.
Right.
But what people do is they look for proof. Well, let me go through the phone. Let me go through the car. Let me see what's up. I'm not doing all of that. If I gotta go through a woman's phone or go through her purse or read her diary and all that goofy ass shit, there's either something wrong with me or I'm in the wrong relationship or with the wrong person. So I'm not gonna let a woman put me through all of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen.
And the thing is like, why be in a relationship if you gotta go through that much stress, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's so much stress. Like, for real? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess some people think it's supposed to be that way, but it's like, that tells me that you're valuing certain things over yourself. Because if you don't have a peace of mind, then what are you really doing? And here's the thing. The stress comes with a lack of focus on yourself. You understand? Because, again, what's the one thing that you can control in this life? Yourself. Right? You can control what you do, what you think, what you say, and you can also control how you respond to things that happen outside of you. So if you're focused on yourself, right, that means you're gonna run your relationships a certain type of way. So that means this is what we talk about when we talk about the vetting process, when we talk about focusing and creating your program, having a masculine identity. That means you're going to treat people. You're going to teach people how to treat you, right? You're going to run your relationships a certain way. You're going to create certain consistencies and practices that make sense to the man that you are. Now, as soon as the woman shows that she's not falling in line with those practices, you don't have to go do no big time investigation, nigga. Just fire her. That's it.
Thank you. It's really that simple.
It's all about being efficient and stress free. I don't give a fuck why you late. I don't give a fuck why you ain't show up to date night. I don't give a fuck why you stopped doing things like how you were supposed to be doing. The truth, the fact is that you stopped.
Yep.
When you stop doing the things that I have laid out and set in place for our relationship, you're letting me know you don't want to be in the relationship anymore. And as soon as you're letting me know that, we're done. I don't need to know why. I don't need to go follow you and find out if it's another guy and what's his name and where he's from and
all that goofy shit.
And did he fuck you better than me? And is he like, bro? Nigga, I swear to God, all I gotta know is if you showing up like you're supposed to, like you usually do. Cool, then we can keep going. Once you stop doing that shit, you out of here. 50 people, call him back. What's going on with you?
I just got one thing. You said something about if it ain't your way. Just like you said something. If it's inconsistent, then that's it. I told a story a long time ago. I'm old school, and I grew up in the 70s, and I used to go to Jersey to see my people. I can say one thing. All them old motherfuckers, they all dead and gone now. All them old motherfuckers in my family, we all be at a house and shit, be 4 or 5 families, you all cousins in one house. And the men was never there. They was out there doing their things. But I tell you what, there was no cell phones. The minute that motherfucker drove up, he said, y'all know what time. The minute he drove up, he going to use the bathroom. He said, be ready the time I come out the bathroom. Them kids are snatched up and gone, because if you weren't ready, you were spending the night there. That's what we did.
That's great.
You weren't, that nigga walked through the door, whatever family poppy was. Yo, man, how you doing? You want a plate? Yeah, fix me a plate. Get the kids together. We gone.
We out.
If you wasn't ready, the plate was gone. He took the plate and went the fuck on. I've seen it happen many times. But I'm an asshole when I do that. You see what I'm saying? But I don't have a problem in my life. All my other buddies, I ain't got a problem in my life. No problem with women. Women are cool. I have no problem with women at all. They got a problem with me. But that's on them. You handle it. But I ain't got a problem with that. That's all I wanted to say. All right, cool.
I appreciate you, Unc. Hey man, look, when you doing shit a certain way, you got to maintain that consistency, man. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people say. If you look, again, it's my way or the highway, but I've developed my way. I've developed the standards and principles of my way for a reason. And if you don't agree or understand that reason, then there's no need for you to be in my life. A lot of these fucking people on the internet, when a man says my way or the highway, he's so controlling and manipulative. No, I'm not.
You can go. You don't gotta stay. You can go. I time my controlling when I'm giving you free will to fucking leave.
Leave. All right, we got 513. You on live with K-Zag and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, what's up, Miles? This is Chris, Cincinnati, age 40.
What's going on with you, man? Good to hear from you, Chris. How you doing?
Not much, man. You know what this all comes from? Body count. Guys are so concerned about body count, and it goes into what you guys are basically
Well, Chris, let me say this real quick. That's part of it on the guy's side. When we talk about stop expecting people to secure your insecurities, I'm talking about both sexes, right? I'm including both men and women in this. But as far as the body count, yeah, that's part of it. That's definitely part of it from the man's perspective. But go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, and it just comes from not you focusing on you. That's really where it comes from. When you focus on yourself, nothing else matters. That's all that it is.
Mm-hmm.
Men and women, both. Because when you're focused on what you want out of life, that doesn't matter. And the people that like you are going to deal with you on your own terms. That's it.
That's it.
Well, realistically, the majority of men are not dealing with women on their terms. They're not.
Exactly.
Okay, and let me add this to that. And this is where a lot of the issues come from for men. When you acquiesce, when you make concessions or accommodations for women, what happens is when a relationship isn't going how you want it to go, that's where animosity and resentment sets in on your part, because you felt like I did all of these things for her,
right?
And I'm not getting what I want out of this situation. How dare she? And then that's a lot of the arguments come from that, stem from the fact that you make these accommodations and concessions for the woman, And then the moment you don't feel a sense of gratitude or reciprocation, you start to pull back and become inconsistent. And then that's where the woman starts complaining because you're not doing the things you used to do. Now you got a problem. See, if you deal with women strictly on your terms, there's no reason for you to ever resent or have any animosity towards a woman, because as Miles alluded to earlier, the moment she goes against the grain of the terms and conditions you set forth, you fucking fire her.
Exactly. Absolutely. And it, just like you said, it first of all starts with guys being honest with what they want and just being honest with women. And guys can't do that. And this is the reason why they acquiesce to what women want, because they don't know who they are.
Right. Exactly.
That's what that's what it really comes down to, is not knowing who you are and not being honest. And listen, let me tell you something. Women are not crazy. They're not. They're only
no,
crazy.
they are. No, I agree. I disagree with that. They're smart, but they're crazy as fuck. Go ahead, man.
No. They're not crazy to me, because I only deal with women on my terms. If I find anything that's crazy, I don't deal with them.
No. I'm not talking about real quick. Hold on, Chris. Give me a second. I'm not talking about crazy as in crazy to men. I'm not. When I say women are crazy, I'm not saying it like I got an issue with it or I'm degrading them. Right. They're just very emotional fucking creatures. That's all I mean by that. Go ahead.
True. Absolutely. You're right. But that's why they need our leadership. Without our leadership, guess what? They're going to go crazy, because they have no direction. That's all that it is.
Exactly. That's real talk, man. Real talk, Chris. For real, man. How you doing out there?
Go ahead, Miles. Go ahead.
Are you on the road?
Yeah, man. I'm driving my nice Honda CRV.
All right, nice. That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
You got to come join the party, man. You got to come drive one of these things, dog.
That's what's up, man. But you be safe out there on the road, man. Thanks for the call, man. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. See ya. Peace. I'm out.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. All right, guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. And we got a question here from Daniel Drew. He says, I find myself wanting a relationship and to fuck. Can there be a mixture of wanting to be booed up and wanting to just fuck?
See, I don't like this question. Okay. and Daniel, call in. Because see, this, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like this question. Because every time, and if we go back, Miles, we can go back a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years even. Every time a guy said he want a girlfriend and we ask him why, they either can't answer it or they give answers that are very superficial. So the Daniel Drew, all you really want is access to pussy on a regular basis. That's all you want. You want to live in fuck buddy. That's what you want, in-house pussy. That's what you really want. A lot of guys, what you really want from a woman is to have access to fuck her whenever you want on any given day, but you also want the affection that a feminine woman provides, rubbing on your back and shit, stroking your little fucking beard and shit, or whatever the little things that women do from an affection standpoint that men like. A lot of you guys, that's what you really want. You want the most superficial, basic things that a woman has to offer in that regard. Okay, I've never in my fucking life, I have never wanted a relationship. Okay, and what I mean by that is I never sought to be in one. So anytime I got into a relationship, it's because I dealt with the woman for a while, and I felt like she was worthy. She was worthy, and she earned that distinction to be my wife or to be my girlfriend or whatever it is. Like, she deserved that, and I felt that there was a benefit to me and what I was doing and to her for me to go ahead and give her that title. But I didn't look at it from a superficial aspect. I did not look at it. The sex didn't matter as far as the frequency and whether or not we were compatible. I didn't think about it like that. I took all of that out of it. How good she looked, I took all of that superficial shit out of it. And from a practical standpoint, does it make sense to give this woman the title of girlfriend? Does it make sense to marry this woman? From a pragmatic point of view, you got to take all that superficial shit out of it and put it to the side. Because I guarantee you, if you really thought about whether or not that woman brings value to your life, does she? Outside of fucking you and making you feel good and shit, does she really bring value to your life? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
But I want to still get back to Ness things. But he said, what if you have a strong suspicion if she's lying? Like, okay. Again, you ever heard the expression, ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies?
Yep.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about running your relationship a certain way. And see, Daniel, and it also brings me to this thing, the Daniel Drew. I find myself wanting a relationship and the fuck, can it be a mix? You see, you asking yourself these questions means that you're not confident in the type of relationship that you're trying to construct. You understand? And when you are unsure about when you're unsure about who you are and what you want out of life, there are gaps. And in those gaps come fear and questions. I keep telling y'all need to learn how to make statements. As men, we make statements. We make statements in our thoughts, words, and actions. And those statements develop into standards, which develop into principles, which develops into consistencies and standards of quality for our lifestyle. If I have those things set in place and I bring a woman in and she's following all those standards, do I give a flying fuck if she's lying? Again, I say the same shit with running a company. You come into my place of work, my business, and you work from 8 to 5 or whatever the fucking time says. You take an hour lunch break, and all the time in between, you are being productive, and the numbers reflect of your productivity. Do you think I give a fuck that you go drive Uber after work to make more money on the side? Do you think I care that you do Instacart? Do you think I care that you have another part-time job on the weekends? I only care about Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You come into my place of business and you are productive, and the numbers produce the evidence that says you're productive. Consistency. I don't give two, because I'm not going to follow you around and find out, oh, so you drive an Uber on the weekends, huh? So what does that mean? You don't make enough money here? It's the same shit with you niggas, you insecure. Oh, so you seeing other dudes on the side, huh? Oh, is my dick not good enough? You think I would ever ask a bitch that question?
Dumb question, by the way.
Bruh.
I know niggas who do that, bro. I know niggas who, when they break up with their girl and they find out, especially when they got kids by her, and they find out that she with another dude, is he better than me? Is he bigger than my... Bro, real quick. I had a dude one time that kept asking his girl that. And I remember he got in my car, he was all distraught. And he was like, man, I'm fucked up right now. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? And he said, my baby mama. I'm like, nigga, she's the mother of your kid. Y'all not even together no more. Why you tripping? And he said he kept asking her, and finally she told him, yes, he fucks me better than you. And she actually told him the measurements of the other dude's shit.
Oh my God.
I guess he broke down. And I'm like, dog, why you worried about that shit? Nigga, why you worried about that shit? Like, bro. So, guys, when I tell you that most of men's insecurities revolve around sex, directly or indirectly, that's what it is. That whole body count shit, and the pair bonding shit, and the what a woman is wearing shit, and her taking girl trips shit, and her doing girls' night out shit, all of that shit is sexual insecurity. All of it. It all centers around that fact. Go ahead, Miles.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. We got any more questions in there?
Yeah, we got but you good with the Daniel Drew shit?
Yeah, I'm good with that. And guys, call in, guys. 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. Linwood, which is 50-12, he says, Linwood, Kazak, and you didn't you say your mother on her deathbed told you bitches?
No, nigga. My mom didn't say women were. I told her that women were crazy. She just agreed with me.
Disagree?
Yeah, she just agreed with it.
All right, 804, you're on live with Kazak and the Miles, name, age, city, and welcome to the Manhood is a Skill Set show. How can we help you?
Welcome, gentlemen. Name's Frankie, calling out of Virginia. by way of Florida.
All right. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gentlemen.
Wait, how old are you? How old are you, real quick?
Oh, 33, age 33.
Okay. All right. Go ahead with your question. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. I have a question. What does it mean when your girl, because shout out to you, Miles, you mentioned about being controlling. So what does it mean when your lady calls you controlling and they're narcissistic?
She don't like you.
Yeah. But also, I mean, if we have some context, we could better answer the question. But let me just say this about controlling. The word controlling and the word narcissistic is thrown around like the word simp. Like the shit has been thrown around so many times, and the fucking definition has been changed so many times. People just throw words around and don't even know the true meaning of what the fuck they're saying. So under what context? So can you tell us specifically what occurred to have your woman call you a narcissist or to call you controlling?
Certainly. Well, I can say on a few occasions, like let's say she does something and I'm going to basically correct her and let her know, hey, this is something I don't tolerate. These are things I do tolerate. These are things I won't accept. Things I will accept. And that's it. I don't yell. I'm not yelling at her. I'm not cussing at her. I'm not doing anything excessive like that. I'm just breaking it down to her. And she'll say, oh, you're controlling or narcissistic, or that's controlling or narcissistic.
You need to get rid of her, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You need to charge that bitch to the game.
Because basically what she's telling you without telling you is, I don't respect your boundaries.
Exactly.
That's really what that is. When if you're simply letting a woman know, hey man, I don't appreciate this or that, and she's basically calling you, which is it's a shaming tactic, calling you controlling or narcissistic. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's really narcissistic behavior. Is someone that wants to come into your life and think they can do whatever they want to do without correction. Right? If you think about narcissism, that is basically thinking that the world revolves around you. Right? That you should be able to do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and treat people any old kind of way, and they should just accept it because you're you. You know what I'm saying? So that's real narcissism right there. Right? Also, I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with this. This is just my personal viewpoint. I think people who feel entitled to sexual exclusivity are also narcissistic. That's just me though. And I say that there's nothing wrong. Let me clarify my statement. There is nothing, I'm not casting any aspersions on you, caller. There is nothing wrong with desiring sexual exclusivity. You have every right to tell someone who wants to be in your life, hey, I would prefer that you don't have sex with anyone else, especially since we're having sex unprotected. I don't want to catch nothing. You have every right to tell that person that. Right? But requiring sexual exclusivity is not the same thing as feeling entitled to it. And I want people to understand the difference. See, the entitlement comes from the two videos you saw where the guy was trying to break the chick's window. Like, how dare you fuck someone else? How dare you? You can't do this. I possess you. You don't fuck no one else. I'm gonna control it. Right? Same thing with people going through people's phone. The sense of entitlement comes from, I'm gonna try and obligate you and make you not fuck nobody else, which is ridiculous. But y'all got it.
Caller, how often are you quote unquote breaking things down to your girl?
Okay, I keep it real. Not more often than I would like.
Okay, yeah. All right. You how long y'all been dealing? What? Okay. How long since you stuck your dick into the first time?
Since I stick my dick into the first time, this been about 10 years.
Oh my God! What the fuck have you been doing for 10 years? What you been doing for 10 years?
Well, no, we were young, so we honestly, we were together. Then we, gave each other space. Basically let each other grow.
No, bro. What are y'all doing back together? What are we doing? What are we doing back together, bro?
Oh no, well, now I gotta say I was young and I effed up on my part. I had did some bitch ass nigga shit.
Well, you cheated?
So, oh no, I didn't cheat. No, I did some. I did some low class shit. Okay. Honestly.
So what made you go back with this woman? That's what I'm asking you, bro.
Oh, what made me go back? Basically, that was me saying, hey, she didn't deserve that. She didn't do anything wrong. That was on me. Like, she didn't do anything wrong. That was
whose idea was it? Whose idea was it to get back together?
Mine. It wasn't hers.
You couldn't all these women all around here, you couldn't find no other woman. You had to get back with her?
Oh, no, I did. We were still cool. It wasn't like on bad terms.
No. You could be cool. You could be cool and all that, but there's no reason to get back. Getting back together is being cool is not enough to get to be in a relationship with somebody. And it don't sound like y'all actually really cool, bro. And it sound like whatever the fuck you did back in the day, she still is kind of holding that against you as far as trusting your leadership completely. That's why you got to break so many things down to her. And that's why she calling you controlling and narcissistic. A woman doesn't call a man that she likes controlling and narcissistic. When a woman trusts a man's leadership, she only asks for clarity. She never disagrees or fucking tells you that you're controlling. She only asks for clarity if she don't understand something. That's it. Once your woman starts calling you out, talking about you controlling. What the fuck is controlling? What is controlling? Listen to me. The only time a bitch call a nigga controlling is when she don't like what he's doing. Period.
Yeah.
If she liked what I was doing, why would she call me controlling? Think about that, caller.
I got you. So
that's what I'm saying. You telling me that you be breaking shit down more often than you like to. This is a recycled, forgive me, but this is a recycled bitch. This is a recycled situation, my nigga. The fuck are we doing? You can't find no other bitches?
No, I have. I honestly have.
Yo, man. Yo. How old are you again?
33, sir.
You 33, man. Let her go. Stop wasting her fucking time and stop wasting yours. Let her the fuck go, my dude. This shit is
My bad, Miles. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, caller. Before you respond, let me just add this. This is why I tell you niggas, stop recycling women. And let me add this to that. And because Miles alluded to it earlier. Whenever a relationship ends between you and a woman and y'all get back together, I don't care if it's months or a couple of years, you're always going to be that guy she used to be with. You're never going to be the new guy. Okay, meaning this. If you matured, if you evolved, and if you grew a little, she's not going to see that. That's not who she sees. Okay, she sees the old guy. Right? She sees, and another thing that people do when they listen to me, another thing that people do when they recycle relationships, people tend to pick up where they left off. Right? They just go right back into it, right? So, because people don't understand is that people actually do evolve. They do grow. They do mature. But a lot of times, you got to reinvent yourself with new people because the old person is not going to appreciate the new you. So, as Miles was saying, regardless of how your relationship ended, you're that old guy. You're the old, however she viewed you when y'all was together the first time, that's how she views you now, which is why you might have matured and you might have a new way that you're doing things. And what it seems like you're trying to do is institute the new you. You're trying to show her the new you and show her your new boundaries and your new parameters. And she shooting all that shit down like, nigga, this ain't you.
Yeah.
You never tell me what to do. You never told me what to do before. And call it to Miles' point. A woman who really fucking with you, she appreciates the fact that you have a disciplined, structured life. She appreciates the fact that you have order and boundaries and that you have standards that you adhere to, that you also demand she adheres to. Woman who really fucking with you appreciates that shit. But y'all got it.
Yo, caller, when are you going to end this shit, bro? That's my only question. When are you going to end this? Crickets.
That's a good question. Well, I'll say this. Technically,
no, fuck that. No, forget it. Nah, stay with it. You good? So, but just tell me, how good is the pussy though?
Oh, no.
Answer the question. Go ahead.
And you do fuck raw, don't you?
Oh, do I fuck raw? Yeah, I only fuck her raw.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's your bottom. And you would be remiss to let her go because then you got to start all over again working on a new bottom. I understand. Hey, stay with her, bro. You good. Just, you just gonna have to deal with the fact that she thinks that you're controlling and a narcissist for the rest of the time that you spend with her. That's all.
And let me call
and you're gonna have to continually explain your position and the reason why you're doing the things as you do as a man, because she doesn't trust your leadership. But go ahead, you good?
There you go. Miles just touched on what I was gonna say, right?
Yeah.
Because I came in, I disappeared for a second. Because Miles was telling how you kept breaking shit down to her. If you got to keep doing that, as Miles alluded to just a minute ago, you should never have to explain yourself to your lady. Never. The only time you should have to explain something to people is if you're teaching a class or you're talking to children. Like, that's it. But when you're dealing with your lady, like Miles say, I talk about this as well, you should only be providing clarity to the confused. If she's confused or uncertain about something and she needs a little clarification, cool. But you should not have to explain yourself to your woman, meaning you should never have to say, well, I prefer to do things for this way because of this reason. I shouldn't have to give you a reason why I want shit to be a certain way. You shouldn't have to do that. And if you having a bunch of little fires to put out, meaning one day you're explaining this to her, a couple of days later you're explaining something else, bro, you need to get rid of her.
Makes sense.
Nah, bro, don't get rid of her, bro. You don't want to deal with all the work that it's going to take to find a new bottom, bro. No, bro. She's special, bro. Nah, she's special, bro. Stay with her, bro. You good, bro.
No. Listen, I need you to understand. It's not the way she already knows. Like, I've already told her, like, hey, you do what you want to do at this point. So it's on her. She always says, hey, she'll come and she'll be, hey, okay, I'm adjusting. I'm going to adjust it. Okay, now that I know this, I'm going to adjust. She'll come back and tell me.
Okay, caller, bro. So, everything you just said is fucked up. Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. Caller, listen. Bro, caller, listen for a second. Do you not hear yourself? Do you not hear yourself, bro? Bro, she's telling you, I'm adjusting, I'm trying. Bro, imagine for the sake of argument, you work for a company, right? And you start being late. The first time you're late, right, someone's going to verbally say something to you. Once you do it again, they're going to write you up. After that, they're going to fire you. Bro, they're not going to let you come and, hey, man, I'm working on it. I'm adjusting to these rules. Nigga, you already knew the rules before we hired you. You lucky we even giving you 2 chances to fuck up. Bro, adjusting. Bro, do you not hear yourself? And here's the problem. Shout out to Miles and Lucario with the whole vetting process. If you would have vetted her, she could have adjusted before you made her your girl. You made her your girl, and now she's just trying to adjust after she got the title? Oh, bro, hell no.
Yeah, that's another question. You said y'all been on and off for years. Now, this last time y'all got back together, right? How long did you? How long before you made her your girl?
How long before I made her my girl? Oh no! Oh, she started over.
So how long?
So, okay. We were still dating.
Okay. Caller.
Yeah.
Just answer. I'm a man. You a man, right? All I need is the answer to my fucking question, bro. I don't need all of those details unless I ask for them, right? So I asked you again.
Got you.
How long did it take from the time that y'all got back talking to her making her your girl? How long?
Officially, about 2 years.
About 2 years. Now, did you see any of those controlling, narcissistic, or red flag arguments within those 2 years?
No.
Yes. No.
Bro,
Yes.
come on, fam.
You see these niggas? Bro, excuses for this bitch. Bro, if you like the bitch and you don't want to leave her, why call in? What the fuck you think we was gonna tell you? Something that you wanted to hear?
Oh, no. I'm letting you know this was years like, this is before I had any knowledge that I do know now.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't recognize any of it. I discovered you. I discovered you men like.
So that's what I'm saying. So you don't even know the red flags then because you were totally unaware.
Yes, sir. I can honestly say that.
So the better answer to the question is, I can't even answer that question because I wasn't even gamed up back then. So over those 2 years, I probably didn't even notice the fucking red flags.
Yes, exactly. I could say my leadership and everything was it wasn't up to par because the way like Zag explained it.
Yeah.
Like he's Go ahead.
No, let me ask you a real quick question. Let me ask you a question, and be honest, brother. So some of the things that you are having to explain to her now, did you ever have any of these familiar conversations with her before you gave her the title?
Before I gave her the pipe.
Okay, bro, listen to what I'm asking. Okay. You said that she's calling you controlling, and you're having to explain your way of doing things and how shit works in your life.
Right.
Did you ever have any of these discussions with her prior to officially making her your girlfriend?
No, sir.
So all these are new. So everything that's happening is all new. Nothing is repeated. There is no repeat breaking of the quote unquote rules. Everything is just new shit.
Yeah, since I discovered you, man, and I've refined myself and realized I was doing some bitch ass shit, now just allowing shit to happen in my life, and I wasn't being the leader of my own life.
Right.
Okay. I don't call it. I got you. Let me ask you another question. I don't believe you, but let me ask you another question. How many times a month do you find yourself having discussions with her, having to explain shit? How many times a month?
4.
Huh?
4. Oh, number 4.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah, country niggas. So 4. So that's like safe to say like once a week at least, right?
yeah, you can say that.
So go ahead, Zach.
No, I just call her 4 times a year is too much. 4 times a year is too much. 4 times a month, bro. So it like every 5, 6, 7 days, you having a breakdown shit about her behavior, bro. That's too much. You got a full-time job of explaining your rules and regulations to your woman, who's your woman, who should already have known all of this shit before you made her your woman.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you're right, because like I said, I put that on me because, like I said, what I did not know, I didn't know. So it was like I didn't even know to even lay that out because I had no knowledge of that. So it's like the unknown that I had, and then once
caller. Okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna pass it back to I'm gonna be done with. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Probably about a year ago, maybe 6 months to a year ago, we got a call, and I don't know if it was this show or the Real Game Theory podcast. Tomorrow, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. By the way, all right. So we got a call from a guy. He was married, right? He called in. And he had no issues in his marriage. Like his marriage was fine. He had nothing to point to, but he liked some of the shit that we were saying. Right? So he started trying to institute some of that shit in his marriage and fucked his marriage up, right? Fucked his shit up. And our thing to him was, bro, if you had no complaints about how your woman was moving, why would you take anything we saying and apply it to your marriage? Right? So this is why I'm telling you that story. If you're cool with how your woman is treating you, bro, be cool with it. Bro, happy wife, happy life, nigga. Know
exactly. Like, bro, I'm being facetious because you obviously called in for a problem. But bro, if you cool with what's going down, then that's just your life, bro. It is what it is. If you cool with what's been, because it's been so long, my nigga. It's been 10 fucking years. And you just trying to smarten up now? Like, that's
10 years. Wait a minute, I didn't hear that part. Nigga, a decade?
Smarten up the past, what? I've just got, 17, 18. So, yeah, since then till now. So, a little bit past that point. You know, I was like, you know what? Something didn't seem right.
All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing. How is everything else in the relationship?
Everything else, great. She adheres to things. She's good at learning. Like, matter of fact, she done, like, when I first met her, she could cook. But now she's really like adhered to things I've taught her in the kitchen and around just life in general. And
Okay,
she's
so you don't want so the majority of the things
Huh?
in a relationship is fine, but she's calling you calling you a narcissist and controlling.
Yes, just when yes, like
Okay, caller. Give us an example. Hold on, caller. Give us an example of something, and I don't know if you've done this already. Give us an exact example of something
like
that
a specific example. Give us a specific example that you could share.
Okay, a specific example that I could share. Okay, I can say this one time. Okay, matter of fact, it had to do it in the kitchen, and I was like, "Hey, I needed this done specifically." But the thing is, I already had explained it to her earlier, and I guess she thought that I didn't.
What is the thing? What is the thing? What is the thing? What is the thing?
Basically, how I wanted something prepped before I got there. Like, I cook, so I like things prepped before I get there. So when I get into the kitchen, it can just get straight to cooking.
Okay.
The preparation didn't happen.
Okay.
So when I basically let her know that, hey, I let you know this and blah, blah, she tried to say, it did happen. I explained it to you just like this.
Right.
And I guess that came off to her as, you're being controlling in this because, I was busy. And I'm like, I get it and all, but I had basically let you know that this needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you gave her instructions. She didn't follow the instructions. You basically chastised her for it, and she got upset.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So here's what it is. Here's what it is. You don't want to leave your girl. Yeah. So here's what I tell you. What you need to do is you need to coach her. That's what you need to do. Because you definitely don't want to leave her. So if and we're gonna give you I'm gonna give you a little bit now, but if you want to continue, then you probably got to schedule a consultation. But what I'm important to you is that you need to, because you don't want to get rid of her, right? So you need to coach her. And number one, you need to remind her that neither of you are psychologists, and the term narcissist is not just a fucking label or an insult. It is a diagnosis. You need to make her aware of this. A lot of these people on the internet think that when they call someone a narcissist, it's just a word that they can use. No, to call someone a narcissist is a goddamn clinical diagnosis of a personality disorder. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, is your girl a psychologist or a counselor?
No.
Okay. So she has no right to use that word in general, but more specifically, she has no right to use that word with you. You have to explain that to her. Number two, you have to remind her, I'm your man. I'm your leader. I'm your king. I'm explaining this to you for a reason. I'm doing this because it's the best thing for the both of us. For the thing to be prepared before I get here in the kitchen ensures a better meal for the entire family. So this is why I need you to follow these instructions. Now, I am not controlling. I am trying to instruct you efficiently to produce an efficient outcome for everyone involved in the situation. Now, if you continue to tell me that I'm controlling, you are letting me know that you don't trust my leadership, and there will be changes in this relationship if this continues to happen. Do you understand? Now, you may not need to say it with the same volume and tone that I'm saying it right now, because most people can't take my fucking volume and tone. So I don't know how your girl will react to that shit, but take my words, take my meaning, take what I'm trying to explain, and bring that to your girl in the best way you know how, based on how you communicate with her, bro. Because she should not be saying these things to you. Now, and on top of that, if she's the type of chick that she's all over the fucking internet, if she watches TikTok all day, you got some coaching ahead of you.
Yeah.
If you want to keep this woman. Yeah. If you want to keep this woman. You understand? And notice at this point in the conversation, I'm calling her a woman and not a bitch, because you actually want to keep her. So I got to respect that. So she's a woman now.
Temporarily. Only for this show.
Only because I realized you're trying to keep her. She can now be a woman. Okay. But any female running around calling you a narcissist and questioning your leadership, that's a bitch. You hear what I'm telling you?
Yes.
So understand that I'm choosing my words purposefully. But bro, you got to coach this woman, and you got to let her know that if she truly trusts your leadership, it's not about you controlling her. It's about you quarterbacking the situation as her leader and making sure that everything works efficiently as it needs to for the both of you. And she needs to come to that realization. And if she cannot be coached, then you really got to look at the situation, bro, because if she don't trust your leadership, then what does that say about the future? Seriously.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, and brother, I got a nagging suspicion that there are other things that are awry in a relationship. But I'm not gonna dig because you definitely want to keep this woman. I can hear it in your voice. You want to keep this woman, but if you want to keep her, bro, and you want things to do good in your relationship, you got to coach her. And I'm telling you, whatever you did early on to break y'all up them years ago, she's still holding that on you, bro. She's still holding that on you. I'm telling you. You understand?
There's still some resentment. There's some underlying resentment there.
There's definitely some resentment still there, bro, and that's a part of the reason why she's saying these things to you. But you gotta coach her out of that mentality. Be like, listen, if I'm explaining something to you and you need clarity, so be it. I will give you that, but don't call me no narcissist and don't tell me I'm controlling. Dave G with a $5 super chat. He says, "Struggle creates strength. Strength creates structure." Shout out to Taekwondo. Yep. Shout out Taekwondo. Yep. But yeah, caller, you have anything else for us, bro?
No. I appreciate that. I'm glad I called in. Long time subscriber of all y'all channels.
Appreciate it.
Listening, and I try to soak it all up. So hey, like Steve said, I built up the courage. I called in. I had something. I said, I want to be purposeful with my question. I just didn't want to call in just with any random question.
Okay.
So I appreciate y'all, being here this Saturday, taking y'all time out to, help out.
All right, man. Good luck. Like I said, if you need extra coaching, to schedule a consultation with one of us. All right, bro?
All right, for sure. All right, y'all gentlemen, y'all take.
Peace. All right, we got a 610. You're on live with K-Zach and the Miles on the Manhood is a Skillset show. Name, age, city. How can we help you? What's up?
Hey, how you guys doing? This is Jay calling from Pittsburgh, 32. What's going on, K-Zach? What's going on, Miles?
What's going on with you, Jay? What's going on, man? How's Pittsburgh?
Chilling,
how's the weather out there?
I'm out here in the mix. Doing my approaches.
Okay.
I got a quick question. I don't want to hold you up. I know this is a really quick question.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I don't have a lot of friends that's gamed up, so I appreciate the the fact that you guys are helping guys out here.
Right. Yeah. Most dudes are not gamed up. It's all right.
No. So the question, a quick question is, I met a chick today, right? And approached her or whatever like that, and we had a good conversation, and I pretty much said that I wanted to take her out for ice cream this evening, and afterwards we was going to take a walk in the park.
Nigga, I thought you said this was a quick question. Come on, man, get to it.
Yeah. So I really don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? With this particular woman, but I already put it out there.
Why did you offer it? Why did you offer it then?
It's just my standard. It's just how I always come off.
Okay, it's not really a standard if you don't want to do it. A standard is something you take pride in.
Yeah, I always come off like the way I do things is always go out for like drinks or ice cream. Like I used to do drinks, maybe go out to eat, but now I downgraded. Now it's ice cream.
Okay, but why don't you want to take her though? What happened?
Because I don't want it to seem like I want anything more than just a pound town.
Okay, but then why did you? So let me ask you a question, bro. So do you offer a date to everybody?
For the most part, yeah. For the most part, that's what I, even if I don't ask them right then and there, the first text is like, "Hey, what's up? When are you free? Let's get some drinks or whatever like that." It's always something like that.
Bro, if all you want, this is what I'm asking you. If all you want is sex, why did you offer a date then? if all you want is sex?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm just.
Okay, Jay, we're grown men, bro. What do you mean you don't know, bro? So I'm trying to figure out, what is your dilemma? Tell us what your dilemma is, bro.
So the dilemma is this, right? I understand that part, what you're saying. Yeah, like, that was my bad. And I got to work on that. And I am going to work on that. I'm going to get better in that area.
What's your dilemma? What's your dilemma?
The dilemma is basically like, would it be appropriate to, try to, like, say, she hit me up the line or whatever like that, try to change that to an in-house date instead?
Okay, bro. Let me tell you what you're going to look like to her. You're going to look like a creep. Okay, and this is what I mean by that, right? You're going to look like the type of guy that basically is deceptive in how you move, and that you try to get her to commit to one thing and then try to switch it up at the last minute because all you really want is sex. That's exactly what you're going to look like.
Okay. I kind of figured that. Yeah, all right, well, I'm just going to charge her to the game, and then just basically because, I feel like I did that right. I'm going to charge her to the game before I even
look. You don't necessarily need to charge her to the game. What you need to do is, you already set up the date, right? Time and place and everything?
Yeah.
And she accepted?
Yeah.
Okay. When are you supposed to meet her?
This evening.
This evening. Okay. So the only thing you need to do is that at this point, from the time that you meet, you just need to make the interaction sexual. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. Just, do what you promised, make sure y'all get the ice cream and all that shit. But as soon as she start licking on the ice cream or whatever the fuck, start talking about how she looks sexy eating that ice cream, or get closer to her, put your arm around her, start touching. Of course, make sure that, the touch is welcome and all that shit, but just make the interaction sexual. And then you'll get your answer from there.
There you go. And let me say this, caller, let me say this to you and to anybody listening. Be a man of your motherfucking word.
Right.
If you told a woman you're going to do something, do what you told her you're going to do. Mm-hmm. Be a man of your word, especially if she agreed to meet you and she's excited about the shit. Bro, be a man. Like Miles said, get her out there and immediately start to go for what you know. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make something happen sexually and you want to convey that message to her, go ahead and do that. But in the future, what I would recommend that you do, if you don't want to offer a woman a date and you just want to get straight to fucking, just tell women the truth and give them a chance to respond to your truth.
You know what you could do too? You could be like, as soon as y'all get the ice cream and chill, be like, hey, you got your ice cream, you good, everything good, you got the flavor you wanted, great. You could just be like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I brought you out here not just to have ice cream, but I want to take you back to my crib and drizzle ice cream all over your tits and lick them off and get the fucking. That's what I'm trying to do. And see her response. And if she doesn't respond positively, be like, well, enjoy the rest of your ice cream, have a good day. And then you just bounce. And you ain't gotta waste your time.
Got it. I do need to work. I did get that book you recommended. We'll say it again. And the direct. I've been reading a lot about direct approaches, and I'm traditionally I didn't come from that. I came from beating around the bush and all this other stuff. So
right,
it's been a journey. Let's just put it to you that way.
Yeah. Like most dudes, y'all beat around it. But here's the thing: fail fast. Say I want to hear no now than fucking a week later. You understand? I'd rather hear no now than text and call and, hey, good morning, Queen, Grand Rising, and all that bullshit. And then when I say, man, I'm trying to fuck you, and she still say no, that I had to do all of that shit just to hear no. The same no that I would have heard today. Fuck that. Fail fast, bro. Let her say no now, so you don't have to waste your fucking time. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah. Let me just say this, caller. Let me say this real quick. See, y'all, bro, I have never offered a woman a date that I didn't genuinely want to get at on a date. Like I'm not gonna have a woman in my physical presence that I don't want in my physical presence, just so I can try and fuck her. Like I ain't doing that shit. That's
No. I mean, KZ, to clear it up. And in the beginning, I was all about it, but at the end, I found some stuff about her that I didn't like.
Oh, here we go. The truth. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. All right. So what did you hear, nigga?
Wait, just because she smokes, she can't eat ice cream? God damn.
Is that what happened? You found out she smoked?
She smoked. That's how I was like, nah.
No, fam, Jay.
Wait. Yeah. Hold on. She smokes, right? But you don't want to have ice cream with her, but you want to have sex with her,
which involves kissing,
which involves being close to her fucking smoke breath. This nigga crazy.
See, and I had a feeling, caller. I had a feeling.
I was thinking about charging her completely after that.
Oh, charging her completely. Okay.
I had a feeling that the reason why you changed your mind was because you heard something about her or found out something that you didn't like. And my thing is, so how did you find out did she smoke weed? Did she smoke cigarettes? What did she smoke?
Yeah, she smoked weed. I asked her.
But what's wrong with that? We don't stain that much, and it don't. Hardly smell bad. Hardly.
Wait, so you asked her after you planned the date or before?
After.
Then you should have asked before, bro. Jay, I'm gonna say this to you, bro. You need a method of operation. You need a certain true and tried way that you do things.
Right.
That you never deviate from. You're one of these flexible niggas that Miles talking about. You're too flexible. This is why you're inconsistent about how you go about finding out if a woman is even worthy to be on a date with you. You should already have that intel before.
Mm-hmm.
True. Facts. No, you're right about that. I just as Miles say, man, I got to get my reps up.
Yeah, you got to get your reps up, bro. You need more practice.
Yeah.
But and I also say this, bro. Stop. Women are flawed human beings just like us, bro. Like you sound like you got expectations on these hoes, bro. Like you sound like you are you looking for a wife?
Nah, hell
are you looking for the perfect bitch?
Nah.
Cause they don't exist, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't fucking exist. There's no such thing as a good woman. There's no such thing as wifey material. None of that shit exists. You understand?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I want somebody that's gonna be, up to my standard. I like being alone.
Listen.
So
Listen. Every woman starts at 0. You got to teach her your standard.
Right.
You understand? You got to find out if she's coachable enough to understand the standard. But in the meantime, if you just, bro, and that's what I don't get with y'all niggas. You got all these standards, but at the same time, all you trying to do is fuck. Which is it, nigga? Y'all niggas
touche, goddammit. Touche.
If y'all niggas is just trying to fuck, then get with it. Get with it. Tell these bitches what you trying to do. Stop being a fucking pussy.
Right.
Because you claim you trying to fuck, but you hiding behind the fact that you're looking for the perfect bitch. Oh, well, I'm looking for somebody that's up to my standards. Nigga, if you just trying to fuck, the standard is that she owns a vagina.
Yeah. Right. So caller, like here's my thing. Just me personally. If a woman smoke weed and I don't care about that, right? I got a problem with women smoking cigarettes. So for me, because women who smoke weed do not smoke weed as frequently as a cigarette smoker does. Right. So a woman who smokes a cigarette is constantly smelling like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I wouldn't want to deal with her, right? If a chick smoke weed, hey, as long as she get her little puffs in before the date, do her, right? As long as she know she ain't doing that shit right before we fuck, simply because I don't want to taste that shit on her breath, right? And now if she want to blow on something after I blow her back out, I'm like, yeah, go ahead, go outside, step outside. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, your legs are wobbly. I don't want you to fall. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and sit down and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, to Miles' point, if you're not trying to date her seriously, then her smoking weed, I don't see how that really impacts your shit, bro. I just don't. Me personally, I don't see how it impacts
you. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you guys. You guys, I want to make a note. Doing a great service out here. Tremendous job you guys are doing, and keep up the good work, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it. You be safe out there, man.
All right, later.
All right, peace.
We good on calls for right now?
Yeah, we good on call. It's about that time though, so I'm about to.
Yeah, it's about that time. We got one. We got. Is this a question or is this a statement? Hold on, real quick. He says, "Yeah, you can go and kill the line, bro. Can you touch on how being a man is a thankless job?" my lord, y'all guys, bro. let me. A man's work is never done, bro. Okay, first and foremost, Brandon, when you are a man, right? You're a leader, okay? You are always, and this is what I want guys to understand about being a man. You are always in the servitude of others, okay? Whether it be the women that you're dealing with, whether it be people that you're more knowledgeable than, and you're bestowing knowledge upon them, whether it be your children, if you have children, if not, whether it be your niece, your nephew, you are always in the servitude of others, meaning you're always in a position to teach somebody something, right? And when you are the type of man that people respect, people will look to you from time to time for guidance, instructions, you know what I'm saying, to be under your tutelage, things of that nature. And my thing is, you should not look for thanks. You should not look for that. Exactly. Thanks is people actually following your fucking lessons and learning something from it. Exactly. And then paying it forward. Paying it forward means they teach somebody else. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all the gratitude that you need. So an example is when somebody calls them, be like, man, I learned a lot from you guys. I'm teaching my sons. Like one woman called to the show, I'm teaching my sons. That's all the thank you that we really need is pay it forward. If you get value from what we're teaching you and you want to take that and bestow that upon someone else, that's all the thanks a man fucking needs. A man doesn't need a woman to rub his fucking belly and all that other shit that guys want and these soft era niggas, you know what I'm saying? A real man don't need all that shit. Right. If you really, like, even an example would be this, you know, Miles' girl, for instance, you know, when they was on a trip and she paid for the trip and she made that nigga a plate. That's all a nigga need. I don't need a woman to say thank you for all you do. Now, don't get me wrong. Hearing those words, they sound good and all warm and fuzzy and all of that. But if a woman is showing you with her fucking actions that she appreciates you, what more do a nigga need?
Exactly.
But go ahead, Miles.
Exactly. Well, again, when I hear questions like this, and I don't know exactly where you were going with it, Brandon Webb, but we have to understand that as men, we are the source. We are the source. We're the source of life. We're the source of confidence. We're the source of security, order, and protection. We are the source of what makes civilization work. You understand? So if you understand how important you are, if you understand that you are the source, if you understand how valuable your presence is, you would understand that being thanked is so far down on the list, bro. You understand? It's a thankless job because as men, we're so good at what we do.
Facts, goddamn.
Like it's built in. It's kind of like how they filed the big man. You know, like a dude like Shaq, you know, while he was growing up, anytime he played a pickup game, niggas would foul the fuck out of him. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you a big ass nigga. You could take it. Right? It's the same thing with men. We're men. We can take it. It's a part of our existence. It's the same reason why women and children go on the lifeboats and we go down with the ship. It's the same reason. It's our toughness, our expendability, the fact that we are the source. That's what makes us so valuable. They don't need to thank us. Like you said, K-Zag, our thanks is you living by the rules that we set in place. Our thanks is you doing what you need to do to uphold the standards that we have set in place. We set the standard. We don't need to be thanked. We need to be respected and followed. Nigga. Mm-hmm. And when they do that, that is the thanks.
The woman should be thanking you for providing structure and order. Thank you, my king. Thank you.
And she don't even need the words. She just needs to do it.
Not the words, the actions.
Yeah, you don't thank your boss when he give you the check because that's what he's supposed to give you. You thank you the thanks for the check is you coming to work on time and doing your job. That's the thanks. You see what I'm saying? Because the boss is the source of your employment and your cash flow, right? The business itself. So you coming to work and doing what you're supposed to do and being a productive employee, that is the thanks. I don't need to hear thank you from your mouth. Matter of fact, actions speak louder than words. So
exactly. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But you know what it is, Miles? See, God, and it goes back to validation. Number 6, when you're insecure, fishing for compliments and validation to try and feel more secure. See, a lot of guys, they do things for women because they want women to thank them for it or to say certain things to make them feel good. Right. This is why a lot of people, this is why when people talk about, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship with a selfish person. See, what they're really saying is, I don't want to be in a relationship with a person that doesn't validate me, that doesn't dole out compliments, right? And one thing about leaders is being a leader, there's a lot of selfless acts that you're going to have to do, right? A lot of selfless acts where you're doing things not necessarily always for the benefit of you. You're doing shit for the benefit of people. So your situation within the confines of your standards flow more smoothly. Like an example would be this. Miles always talks about how he always opens the door every single time. He always drives the car. That's a selfless thing. And what I mean by selfless, do you know a lot of dudes, they don't want to drive all the time. They get tired. Their fucking feet get cramps and shit, right? but when you're a man with a standard, you're like, that's my standard. No matter what, I got to do this thing because it's part of my standard. It's part of me having a structured environment for not only for me to operate within, but for any woman that I invite in my life to operate within. It runs smoothly that way. Even if I got to do something that's selfless, that doesn't require thanks, it's got to be done for the situation to run a certain way.
Exactly. And I'll add one example. So the plant or the tree doesn't produce leaves and oxygen. The plant and the tree doesn't thank the sun for the nutrients from the sun rays. The plants and the trees produce leaves, shade, oxygen, vegetation, fruits, vegetables, and all that stuff from the sun. You get what I'm saying? That's how the trees and the plants thank the sun, by doing what they're supposed to do. You understand? Now, so when it comes to being a man, you don't need to be thanked. Like the majority of kids, like when was the last time you went back and thanked your mother, your father? Hey, like you woke over to the light switch and you switch it on and the lights come on. Did you go over to your dad and say thanks each and every time you turned on the light in your room?
Nope, not at all.
No, because your dad is doing what he's supposed to do. And you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You turn on that light and you go do your fucking homework. You read a book.
Everybody got a job. Everybody got a task. Do your task. If you do your task, let me just say this real quick. Because and this is what's lost in relationships and marriages. Everybody forgot about their fucking duty. You have a duty. See, everybody is so worried about feeling good. Do this for me so I feel good. Fuck your feelings. Do your duty. Do your fucking job. And the payout is when we're chilling and we can relax, at least for a moment, because everyone did. It goes back to what the caller said when he told his girl, hey, before I come home, make sure that you prep the shit. So that way when I get home, I can go straight to cooking. She didn't do her fucking duty.
Right.
Everyone is a cog in the wheel. In order for that wheel to turn, everyone has to maintain their duty and their responsibility or their task within the confines of that situation, so that wheel continues to turn. The moment that somebody who's the cog in the wheel doesn't hold up their end of the bargain, that wheel can't turn.
Exactly.
Y'all got it.
But yeah, that's about it, guys, man. You know, that has been the Manhood is the Skill Set show, man. Shout out to K-Zag for running a great show. Thanks for having me, brother. And shout out to all the callers and everybody that was in the chat. Shout out to Renee P for holding us down. You know what I'm saying? week after week, you know.
And let me just, because I'll be remiss if I didn't say this. It's a great show because your participation.
Yes, sir.
You're an integral part of this motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's kind of like a car. Yeah, the car could look nice, but it needs everything. It needs the engine, the transmission, the wheel, bro. And you are definitely a piece of the shit that makes it run the way that it does. So I'm thanking you, Miles. Yo, man. Yo, God. No, oh hell no, Unique. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. I got shit to do. I got man shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, shout out to the moderators, Corey 25S, Unique 79, Renee P, Joe Blast. You know, appreciate y'all for coming through and helping us out and all that. I mean, seriously though, the fact that y'all take your time that when we're on live to monitor the chat and to put the links in, man, we really appreciate y'all. So thank y'all. And yeah, y'all already know it is what it is. Tomorrow we'll be on Real Game No Theory, 12 noon Eastern time. Make sure y'all check us out. And shout out to Jay Roman and Mr. Justin. Hopefully they'll be here next week or in the next couple of shows. And yeah, man, that has been Manhood is a Skill Set.
Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. If we don't catch up with y'all tomorrow, enjoy the rest of y'all weekend.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, because I might forget, Renee P, happy Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, right.
I know it's a little early, but just in case I forget tomorrow. Also,
Right.
for any ladies that are flyers on the wall watching that haven't commented, if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day. Appreciate
Peace.
y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Have a blessed day.